Good evening, everyone. Man, I feel great tonight. I tell you, a lot of good things are going on in my life. My calendar is starting to fill up with readings and psychic medium readings and things like that. And next week, I will be doing a speech for the Salvation Army. And so I'm just extraordinarily blessed. So as I go along here and tell you what's on the menu for this evening, the first thing I'd like to mention to you is that I'm a psychic reader and also a psychic medium. Now, with the mediumship, I'd be more than happy to talk to you about individuals that want to come through. Not everybody that you wish to come through will come through. Because what I've learned in the past is that sometimes they're not ready to come through and talk to you, or they are off doing what God wants them to do. So don't expect, if you want to talk to your grandmother or grandfather or father or sister or brother, they may not come through, but those that are just itching to get through, they will come through. Okay, so just kind of remember that. It has nothing to do with my abilities. It's me tapping into the other side and they wanting to do what they want to do. It might harm them if they try to come through too soon. So that's a great suggestion that you want to remember. Now, I have two levels of readings. The first level is that where I will give you a 1 hour reading where we will talk about anything that you want to talk about. And I have a second level of reading, which is 10 minutes. And if you have a burning question that you may have, I'll be more than happy to help you with that. Also, I am a life coach. I teach meditation. And as I was saying, that I also will do motivational speaking. And like I make mention, I will go anywhere in the world. You know, of course, expenses will be paid for that. And I'd be more than happy to talk to any group or organization. I pretty much deal with women over 40 because, well, number one, I was raised around women and there's just this comfort level. But I will speak to any organization that may think that they could use my services. So by all means, get in contact with me through flysfar311 at gmail.com. That's FLYSFAR311 at gmail.com. That's flysfar311 at gmail.com. Now, as I may mention to you before, a psychic reader and psychic medium, this is for entertainment purposes only. Now, for you YouTubers out there, please subscribe and share and like. I'd really appreciate it. And for the Facebook people, please share and contact me to let me know that you'd like to set something up. Okay? Now, what I'm going to talk about, and I've already shared this with the people on Facebook, not on YouTube, but I said count your blessings and not your aches and pains. Count your blessings and not your aches and pains. You know, it is truly a blessing getting older. And the reason why it's a blessing is because you acquire wisdom for all the things that you have done. The mistakes, they're really not mistakes as long as you learn from them. So you acquire a lot of wisdom as a result. There's a song by Quincy Jones that says that young become the old and mysteries do unfold. And that's the truth. I'm age 66 and I've acquired a lot of wisdom as a result of the things I've gone through in life. And I would not trade that for anything in the world. As my mother would say also, you don't become older by being a fool. You don't become older by being a fool. Now, what she meant by that is that if you have reached a certain level in your life, and which I am at age 66, I've done my best not to do foolish things. I've always tried to do the right thing. I was never perfect, but I try my damnedest to do the right thing. And I don't believe I am a fool. Also, she said, too, youth is wasted on the young. Youth is wasted on the young. And a lot of the times the young people don't realize that when they're young, that they have more energy, they have more positivity, and just a whole lot of other things that people that are very young, they have and can do. But as you get older, you start losing a lot of your energy. I do my best to work out every day. Either I will walk or I will work on the weights. And I've been doing that for over 40 years. I eat right. I have a lot of vegetables. I eat a certain amount of protein, fish and chicken and things like that. So I've gotten old and taken vitamins. Even though I had cancer and had a hip replaced, I feel great. Doesn't mean that I don't get tired, and sometimes I have to take a nap in the afternoon, but still I feel great. There are people at my age that are not here any longer because they didn't take care of themselves, but I'm still here, which probably means that I have a lot more in life that God wants me to do. I would not, for any you can give me $1 billion, and I would not want to go back to become a teenager again, because I've learned to love myself. Just learn just learn to love myself, because I truly see, irrespective of what people may have done to me in the past, I've learned to forgive those individuals, but I'm starting to see that I am worthy of the best. And not only am I worthy of it, I expect the best. And so just keep that in mind, is that I would not go back to become a teenager. There's a saying that is said in the African American community, which I'm a part of, and I think this was from a slave woman or someone that was raised in the 40s. She said, I would give you nothing for my journey. I would give you nothing for my journey. In other words, everything that I've learned and everything I've experienced, it was well worth it. And I wouldn't take it back a single thing, even though it might be harsh, because of all the wisdom I've received. If you have made it past 60, consider yourself blessed. Because I know for a fact I've spent many a night scared to death of what the next day will bring, or I've shed many of tears because of all the things I've gone through. So I'm saying to you out there, sometimes your hands, because of all the bad experiences that you have gone through, even though I am at a restful state right now, you probably can't see it, but my hands shake. And that's because of all the bad things I've gone through. But like I said before, I would give you nothing for my journey. And it was well worth it. I'm starting to see more and more good things come into my life as I go along. And so I ask that you please come along on my journey. And as I was saying to before, please take note of the things I've said to you. I would turn the camera around, but it would be something else. I've been given books. I got notebooks. I got books upon books on spiritual development, on science, on the classics, like Hemingway, some of the British authors. I can just go on, Shakespeare, and on and on and on. There's so many things. That is the reason why I would give you nothing for my journey. So there's a lot there, and I have a lot to give over to everybody. So this is my gift to you. So God bless you and keep you, and I look forward to the next time that we speak. Have a good night.